of all, I'd like to thank you for inviting me to come and share a few things. I have heard a lot of people speak about different things, different topics, so it's been a variety. Very moving testimony about what happened to you. Very informative talks before me about finance, about actually the history of IHOPE. I keep saying IHOPE because of the two E's, but it's IHOPE. So thank you so much for the invitation. Thank you for the spread. The food was really delicious. Now it's difficult for me to talk about what I have to say because it doesn't fit in anywhere. Exactly. But we'll try and see how this will fit in. Okay. So a lot of the things that I do, for the most part, focuses on empowerment, especially women, empowering women. Right? And I think one of the things that IHOPE does is also women empowerment type activities. Now, my share, the information I'm going to share with you is about a federal credit union. So if you did see the flyer, it talked about a federal credit union. How many of us here belong to a specific federal credit union? So the makeup of most federal credit unions are that the members of that federal credit union have something in common, right? So you have federal credit unions for healthcare staff, you have federal credit unions for teachers, you have for specific groups, maybe Memorial Hospital might have one, or different groups have different credit unions for specific things. Credit unions usually function in such a way that it's more of banking for the members, right? So the Hebrew Federal Credit Union is a federal credit union that is proposed, so it's still considered proposed federal credit union that focuses on a specific group of people. The specific group of people are called the Hebrew people. So the name was very specific and very strategic. The person who, or the group of people who wanted to form this federal credit union were actually from Africa. And the use of Africa, so African Federal Credit Union was going to be limiting to just a smaller section of people. So what happened is Hebrew is a little more encompassing, so it covers a wider range of people. So this federal credit union is proposed in the sense that it wants to open up different sectors, different locations for its members so that members can actually bank in that particular federal credit union, okay? So that's how federal credit unions work. The initial seed of this particular federal credit union stemmed from what is known as NAHEEB, a National Association for Hebrews. So they call themselves Hebrews because it encompasses people from the Caribbean, people from Africa, people from a variety of diaspora countries, okay, who live in the diaspora, people from a variety of countries. So they came together as an association and thought about the different things that they can do as an association. So one of the things they're doing, obviously there's several other branches. So they're thinking about things like opening medical facilities, so hospitals. We have wings that focus on roads and flights and airways, but there's also this one that focuses on the Federal Credit Union. So I'm only going to speak about the Federal Credit Union, but otherwise the umbrella is really big. So the Federal Credit Union, as it is right now, I am the chair here in Houston, and what we're trying to do here in Houston is mobilize people so that if you think that this is a credit union that would fit you and your finance situations, a place where you'd like to bank and be able to receive financial support for things like buying homes, even though we have been told not to buy a lot of homes, buying cars, even though those are liabilities, but places where you can actually go and get those kinds of finances at lower interest rates without too much hustle. Because a lot of the banks have a lot of preventative, there are ways that they prevent you from accessing these financial avenues because you have this and that, your credit is not too good, and so on. So our primary perspective, because we've talked about attitudes, is we're not going to give you a loan because of this, but we're going to give you a loan when you provide this. Different mentality, how you say it. So we're not gonna give you a loan because your credit score is low, but we're gonna give you a loan as soon as you pull it up a little bit, okay? So the way you present things to people, if it's a positive way, people come back. And we have seen that a lot of individuals, especially individuals of color, are prevented from accessing a lot of these financial opportunities to run things like businesses. You don't get loans for businesses, or you cannot expand the business that you have. So this is an opportunity for you to be able to access monies so that you're able to expand your businesses. You're able to buy a home. If you're not able to buy a home, you're able to buy a car. You're able to do different things in different areas. Now that is just one of the things. So what I'm gonna ask you to do is I'm gonna share with the IHOPE group the website where you just go and fill out a form, and that form only does one thing. It counts the numbers. So it takes in the numbers of people who are interested in having that kind of a setup here in Houston so that they're able to